We kick things off with a wholesome family moment. Well, sort of. Francine quizzes Stan about his CIA performance review, but our guy's strategy? Just pass on everything. When asked about weaknesses, Stan dives into an existential crisis about his inability to use a computer. Classic boomer energy. Enter Roger, who's livid because his band, yes, the Hyman Bustin' Fathers, flopped harder than a middle school talent show. Between complaining about empty gigs and dropping bass guitars, he somehow finds time to roast Stan. Tensions rise as Stan tries to focus, while Roger breaks into tap dancing chaos. Honestly, tap dancing feels like an extreme reaction, but this is Roger. Stan storms off, shouting at Roger for being an absolute menace. Meanwhile, Roger's in the attic, bonding with his infant self. Yes, there are two Rogers now while plotting louder tap shoes. Meanwhile, Stan, practicing his Good Morning, USA intro in his underwear, looks like he's auditioning for a Broadway disaster. The weirdness escalates. Roger and infant Roger eat spaghetti. Stan has a heartfelt moment with a tea bag. Things are getting existential. Later, we see Stan trying, and failing, to eat cereal as Roger trims toenails at the kitchen table. Yes, toenails. Peak family bonding right here. Francine suggests quality alone time to Stan. Sweet, right? Except that means reminiscing about their Area 51 escape days. Yes, it's canon now. Roger, of course, interrupts with more tap dancing and complaints about his legs, dubbing Stan's legs mighty oaks. Truly, an inspirational compliment no one asked for. The episode ends with Roger stealing more suits, chewing apples obnoxiously, and pulling off the loudest tap dance routine since 1920s vaudeville. Stan, utterly defeated, wonders why they're even friends. Honestly, Stan, same question. Roger, ever the visionary, proudly wields a life preserver, spoiler, it's just a toilet seat cover, and flaunts his new tap shoes, which he claims are louder than ever. Clearly, subtlety is not his forte. Meanwhile, Stan is at the kitchen table, looking deeply disturbed while eating cereal, probably regretting every life choice that led to this moment. Cut to Stan burying his face into a pillow that says, "Friends are family we choose." Irony? Thick. He vents to Francine about Roger being so annoying and always around, only for Francine to remind him of their Area 51 escape origins. Stan interrupts, rushing through the tale of their escape in a laundry truck, a stolen PT Cruiser, and a life debt repaid. His tone? Equal parts regret and exhaustion. Enter Roger, chomping on fried chicken, tapping away with his noisy shoes, and interrupting Stan's focus. When Stan pleads for peace to prepare for his work review, Roger responds, with more tap dancing. Classic Roger. Roger takes his grievances to Steve, asking why he didn't attend his Cherry Poppin' Daddy's tribute band show. Steve groans, undoubtedly regretting being part of this family. Stan practices his CIA greeting, standing in his underwear and slippers, while Roger struts around the attic with his infant clone. New tap shoes? Louder still. At breakfast, Roger trims his toenails at the table, ew, while Stan drowns his sorrows in cereal. The silence is deafening, or it would be if Roger weren't eating spaghetti and meatballs loudly. Francine reminds Stan about their friendship origins at Area 51, but he brushes it off with a yada yada. His main concern, why does he tolerate Roger anymore? Roger retorts with more chaos, claiming Stan shrunk his zoot suit and, of course, eating an apple obnoxiously. Tension escalates as Roger critiques Stan's muscly legs mighty oaks, as he calls them, and continues tapping away. More tap dancing. More cereal. More existential pillow hugging. As Roger's antics escalate, Stan demands a Roger-free zone. Roger, unbothered, asks Steve yet again about his concert absence. Meanwhile, Stan resumes practicing Good Morning USA in his bedroom while Roger's tap shoes echo from the attic. Stan starts his day eating cereal, already annoyed by Roger's constant presence. Francine recalls how Stan saved Roger at Area 51, leading to a chaotic friendship full of debts, stolen cars, and shared living spaces. Meanwhile, Roger, the uninvited house guest, is busy rehearsing his tap dance routine, much to Stan's frustration. Roger's antics include slurping spaghetti, clipping his toenails at the table, and joking about Stan's mighty oak legs. Stan tries to practice for work, but Roger's relentless tapping and quips push him to the edge. Even Steve gets dragged into the madness when Roger questions his absence at a tribute concert, leaving everyone uncomfortable. The chaos escalates as Roger rehearses with his infant clone, eats loudly, and continues disrupting Stan's attempts to reclaim peace. Despite Stan's complaints and a symbolic pillow declaring "friends are family we choose," Roger keeps dancing, joking, and being a general nuisance. The episode peaks with Roger's over-the-top tap routine, complete with complaints about his kangaroo legs. Stan throws in the towel, and his papers, as Roger struts off, proving once again that his chaos reigns supreme in the Smith household.